Hi, welcome to this lesson where we'll be learning how to plan out a new project. There are 5 basic steps you should follow when planning out a new project. First of all, you need to decide what message or story you want to tell. Then you need to write out the script. Next, you should create a storyboard. We recommend that you record your voiceover next. And finally, it's time to go into VideoScribe to set up your project theme. These are the 5 steps we recommend you follow to help you plan a great scribe. So first off, make sure you have a clear message. Maybe start by giving your project a title and write down what the objective of the video is. What are the key points you want to convey? Think about who the audience will be. Is it aimed at students, employees, or prospective clients? This will influence what sort of tone you should use. Should it be informal or professional, relaxed or more serious? What styles should you use? This covers everything from the colours and fonts you choose to use, to the types of images, backgrounds and animations that would suit your video best. And what actions do you want your audience to take at the end? Do you want them to write an assessment, visit your website, or just put what they have learnt into practice? Step 2 is to write your script. Based on the information from the first step, you can now start to write your script. Start by dividing what you want to say into sections. This can be a list of bullet points outlining each of the main points you want to cover. Remember that each of these sections will become a scene or a particular set of images in your video. Then make sure these points are in a logical order so they convey your message or story clearly. Next, for each of the sections, write out the actual script for the voiceover. Next, it's a really good idea to sketch out a storyboard for your video. This will help you to plan out how your video will look visually. Here's a section of the storyboard I'll be using for the next demo Scribe project in this course. You can select suitable images to help illustrate each of your points. Try searching the VideoScribe library for ideas. The storyboard should also cover the types of animations to be used and indicate any camera movements such as panning or zooming. We've created a storyboard template which is available for you to download and use as part of this section of the course. Also, while you're working on your storyboard, it's a good time to think about what sort of layout you're going to use for your scribe. So this is how you plan to arrange your elements on the canvas and how the camera will follow the action as the story evolves. The thing to remember here is that there are no rules. That's one of the great things about VideoScribe. You have a giant whiteboard and you can draw your elements wherever you want and have the camera move around the canvas however you want. But to get you started, here are a few of the most common and useful layouts you can use. The first is linear. Here you simply arrange each of your elements in a line and the camera will follow them to illustrate your voiceover. Next is the collage. This is similar to the linear layout, but here your elements are arranged into an interesting pattern. Again, just like you might draw on a regular whiteboard. Here the camera will move around the canvas to follow your pattern. A variation on this is the mind map, where you have a central principal element with elements representing each of the related points positioned around the edge. And finally you have scenes. This is really popular as it's just like telling a story with illustrations on separate pages. Here you group all the elements relating to a section of your script into one canvas view. The key here is that the camera stays focused on this scene until all the elements have been drawn. Then it pans to the next scene and stays there while that scene unfolds, and so on. Okay, so the next step is to record your voiceover. In most cases, we recommend you record a draft version before you even start building your scribe. This will give you a good idea of how long your video will be and also how long each of the sections or scenes will take. Don't worry about getting it perfect at this stage, as you may well end up redrafting your script once you start building the scribe, but it will provide a really useful timing guide as you build your scribe. I'll be showing you how you can record your voiceover in the next section. So now it's time to start building a scribe in VideoScribe. And the first thing you'll want to do is set up the theme for your project. You can do this by choosing a background, it doesn't always need to be a whiteboard, and selecting a default hand. I'll be showing you how you can do these in the next lesson. And later in the course, we'll be looking at how you can select fonts and colours to match your theme. So that's it for this lesson. Just to recap, We looked at these 5 steps to plan a great scribe. Decide your message, write your script, draw your storyboard, record your voiceover, and then set up your theme.